Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the Analog and Digital Electronics Laboratory. Today we are going to see with the demonstration of experiment number 3, that is schematic trigger. So let us see with the problem statement of experiment number 3. So using a 741 op-amp, design a Windows comparator or schematic trigger for any given UTP and LTP and simulate the same. So regarding this experiment, in case of your examination, you will be given with the UTP and LTP values. So using those UTP and LTP values, you need to design a Windows comparator or schematic trigger. Now let us move with the aim of the experiment. Right? The aim of the experiment is design and construct a schematic trigger using op-amp for the given UTP and LTP values and also demonstrate its working. So now we'll see the learning objectives of this experiment. One of the learning objectives of this experiment is to study the design and construction of schematic trigger. Now we will see with the components which are required to practice this particular experiment. So I required IC 741, that is an op-amp IC. Next I required resistors of some ohm, that is 10 kilo ohm and 100 kilo ohm. So these values might change depending upon the UTP value as well as LTP value which has been given for you, right? So in case of later part, you need to calculate the resistor values. So in general, you may require this ohms of resistors, right? Followed by you require DC regulated power supply. You require one more component, signal generator, that is followed by you require a CRO component. So these are the required components for demonstration purpose. Now, before heading towards the demonstration part, let us see some points regarding the schematic trigger. So what schematic trigger is going to do? Schematic trigger, it converts an irregular shaped waveform to a square wave or pulse wave. So that is what your schematic trigger is going to do. Right. Next, so the input voltage. Next, it triggers the output voltage every time when it reaches certain voltage level, and that voltage level I'll be calling it as upper threshold voltage and lower threshold voltage. Next, the input voltage is applied to an inverting input, right? The input has to be applied to the inverting input. So since the feedback voltage is aiding the input voltage, the feedback is going to become positive. On that basis, a comparator using positive feedback you usually called as schematic trigger. Next, so the usage of this schematic trigger is a schematic trigger is used as a squaring circuit in digital circuitry as well as amplitude comparators. These are some information regarding schematic trigger. Now let us see the procedure to carry out this particular experiment. Right? First of all, before doing the connections, you need to check the component using multimeter. Next, make the connection as shown in the circuit diagram. Right. Next, using an signal generator, apply the sinusoidal input voltage peak to peak amplitude of 10 volt, frequency of 1 kilohertz. Next, keep the CRO in dual mode. Right. In dual mode, in the sense, apply the input signal indicated by V in for channel 1 of your CRO, as well as observe the output V0 on the channel 2 of your CRO. Followed by keep the CRO mode in XY, and you need to observe the hysteresis curve. So this is the 5-step procedure what you need to follow to conduct the experiment number 3, that is schematic trigger or Windows comparator. Now we'll see with the circuit diagram of this experiment. So this is the circuit diagram of an experiment. So you can observe that it is a IC741 op-amp. Right? So input has to be given to the inverting input of an op-amp, followed by you need to calculate this values, that is R1 as well as R2. Right? So your job is to calculate with the R1 as well as R2 and take those corresponding ohm values for R1 as well as R2 while making a connection. Right? And this is the simulation part of the circuit wherein you need to do with the simulation. Right? Regarding the output, so this is the output what you need to get. So this is the hysteresis curve what you will be getting after doing as per the circuit diagram, and this hysteresis curve you can observe in your CRO. So that's all we have regarding the explanation of experiment number 3. Now we'll see with the demonstration part. Let us assume with the UTP value is equal to 2 volt and LTP value is equal to 0, and this is the circuit diagram what you need to draw. So here I need to calculate with the value of R3, R1 and R2. So let us now calculate with the value of R1, R2 and R3. Yes. Okay. Now we'll see with the calculation part. So regarding calculation, I will assume the I2, that's current, is equal to 50 microamp, and I know the formula for R2 is equal to trigger voltage divided by I2. So trigger voltage, I assumed it as 2 volt. 2 volt divided by 50 microamps, it will be equal to 40 kilo ohm. So I will be taking the standard resistor value as 39 kilo ohm. Right. So now you calculate the value of I2 by taking with the value of R2, that is 39 kilo ohm. So the I2 will be equal to now trigger voltage divided by R2. I got the assume the trigger voltage as 2 divided by R2 is 39 kilo ohm. So now I will be getting I2 as 51 microamp. So likewise you calculate with the R1 value, right, resistor 1. So R1 is been given by VR1 divided by I2. So VR1 is nothing but V0 minus VR2 divided by I2. So here V0 can be, it is nothing but a value what you are going to give in the component, that is 12 volt. V0 that is saturation voltage minus 1 minus VR2 V0 saturation voltage minus 1 minus VT minus VR2 divided by I2. So V saturation is nothing but 12 volt, what I will be assuming, minus 1 minus 0.7 minus 2 volt divided by I2. I got it as 51 microamp. So if you do the calculation, you will be getting the value of R1 as 161.79 kilo ohm, but the standard we have with the resistor value is 175 kilo ohm. So this is how we need to calculate with the value of R1. Likewise, to calculate with the R3, you need to remember the formula, that is R1 parallel R2. And for this we have the formula, that is R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So what is the value of R1? It is 175 kilo ohm into R2 value is 39 kilo ohm, what we have got, divided by R1 plus R2. So if you calculate this, you will be getting the value of R3 is equal to 33 kilo ohm. Okay, this is the circuit diagram, circuit which has been connected as per your circuit diagram with the power supply as well as with the required components. Now we look into the output. So this is the output for this particular experiment. We have got with the UTP value as well as LTP value. UTP value, you can observe this particular line, it is 2 watt we have got, right, followed by UTP I have got it as 0. So observe this particular dotted line, this is nothing but 0 watt we have got.